What's going on, YouTube? We have a very special guest today, Nick from Nick's Coins. I'm actually really happy to have her on. We're going to talk about some interesting stuff, some things that we don't talk about enough on this channel, and I'm really excited to get into it with her. And I'm also excited I think the coin community and the collecting community and the stacker community, I think we can all benefit from each other, and I think there needs to be more unity between the different platforms or the different channels. So before we do that, she's at 840. Let's get her as high as we can get her. Just go hit the sub button. Can one of y'all that have a wrench, which is pretty much everybody in here, I think, drop her link, because I'm not prepared. I didn't think about that. We got my nickel. We got S&C, my brother from another mother. We got B Squared. What up? We got West Texas. What's up, man? You've been banging out the content lately. We got my good brother Just Stack It. We got my buddy Niels. We had E in here. What's up, Craig? 67, my dude. Trident, son of spam. He's got like a million names. He's up in here. What's up, dude? Oh, that guy's in here. What's up, brother? Wealth of the Nations. Did I miss anybody? Scrolling the list. Y'all are fantastic for being here. Go hit Nick up. Someone drop that link. PMG's in the house. What's up, Dad? You know I'm still available for adoption. Just saying. I've seen your stack, brother. The Cranky. What's up, Cranky? My dude. Cyclops in the house. Someone drop her link. It's Craig did. Thanks, brother. Nix, how you doing?
Good. How are you? It's nice to see everybody in the chat.
We got a great group of folks that come by here.
We do. We sure do.
And I think we can all benefit from each other. And, the thing is don't just go sub somebody. I mean, we only learn by interacting and by, talking and watching people and things of that nature. Cyclops finally made it. I'm just amazed. GoldenEye, welcome in. Can we talk a little bit about your past?
Sure.
How did you arrive to, what's up, E? How did you arrive to stacking, collecting? I mean, first of all, what would you consider yourself, and how did you get there?
I am both. I consider myself as both. I was a collector first and then stacker second. 2020, when we were all in the house. So I had this big water jug of change that we had been saving. My husband and I have been married about 23 years now, and we'd been saving all of this change and never spent it. So 2020, I decided I was going to and I looked at every single one of those coins. And I just learned a lot. And then I learned on my own first. I put them under the scope, learned everything I could, researched every coin every year. And then I started with another program that I started watching. And for about a year, I didn't watch any other program. And I just learned a lot from that program. And then also on my own research.
You said something that, I've talked to some people in the coin community like Frostbite and Just Stack It. And what those two guys have told me is pretty much what you just told me too, is that a lot of times I've found that people start off collecting and then they move over to the stacking aspect as well. I find that seems to be how it usually unfolds, which is phenomenal. And that's why I think there should be more connection between the communities, because I'm going to tell you right now, I could have a coin in my pocket, like an error coin or something. I could be worth millions, and guess what? I would never know it.
You would never know.
That's why I can benefit from somebody that has that knowledge. I would know, hey, this is clad, or this is gold, this is silver, and that's the extent of my knowledge.
I look at all my coins that are in my pocket change. There have been some millionaires made with pocket change. So, I mean, it's far few in between, but it has been done. And I think
I wonder if I'm one of them and just never knew it. You can't help but wonder. Did I have something pass through? What's up, Chefy?
But now I look at everybody's change. My mother's, my uncle's. So, and I mean, they'll bring over change that they've been saving for years, and I'll be going through it. So my uncle has brought over about 10 bags of those Crown Royal bags. So I'm still going through change and looking at it and see if there's any silver in there and to see if there's any good dates. So I'm still hunting and looking under my scope. So, and that's how I got the appreciation for coins too, is just looking under your scope and really explore, looking at it all.
See, GoldenEye I'm sorry. GoldenEye just said something I find really intriguing though. No place for collecting in such uncertain times. And I've heard a lot of coin people say that, because with the way things are going, a lot of people are moving more to the stacking realm. Oh, what's up, Wolverine? What's up,
Silver
brother?
Wolverine
You got a
is
heavy hitter in the house.
Okay, so we know what he likes: the 2021 Morgans and the 2023 Morgans, and he and I are going to do a drop show when they do the reverse proofs. So that'll be fun, and because I hate talking about the Morgans.
He loves it, so that'll be a good contrast.
Oh my gosh, I know we fight about this all the time, but if you don't mind, if I can just stop for a second and just show what I got today, because Silver Wolverine, he was the next person I was going to tell if I didn't see him here tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. You want to share a surprise before we get into
if you don't mind.
topics. No, you guys want to see the surprise? You know you do. By the way, what's up, snakes, scorpions? I noticed you guys in here. Appreciate you stopping by.
Scorpion Metals, it's good to see you.
I like to interact with the chat during streams because
I do as well.
I cannot watch people that do live streams that don't. It drives me nuts.
It drives me nuts too, because if it wasn't for the people in the chat, I mean,
that is the whole purpose of a live stream. What's up, Emerald?
Okay, so
right, go ahead.
So when I started collecting and stacking, I said my ultimate coin to get would be a football flip coin that had been used on the field. I didn't want one of these Highland Mint coins that they do just, as the commemorative for that particular Super Bowl or whatever. So I said, once I got one of those, I was done, but I'm really not done. And I called the New England Patriots, left a message, and I started doing some emails. I got an email Friday from the New England Patriots, and they said, what's your address? And usually people pay a lot of money for these, but I got a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, not a Super Bowl, but I got a flip coin that was used during the regular season game. And my package came today. And this is what I kind of, but just said the New England Patriots, of course, the logo. And here is the flip coin. And I don't know what this red mark is, but I have a email back into the Patriots just to see if maybe, so it says on the back, official use of the NFL game coin kickoff on the back.
And then it says platinum 1 ounce, right? No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not. I don't think it's real. So this came today, and again, they just got my address Friday afternoon at 3:00. So for it to get to my house today, I'm excited. And so they also emailed and said that the COA is coming. They wanted to mail it separate because they're going to get Robert Kraft to sign my COA.
That's very cool. And I can tell you're glowing about it. And don't worry, Nickel. My Nickel. I will ask her that question you want me to ask. Son of a silver stacker. What's up, my brother?
It's good to see you. Long time no see.
He's a great dude. We got to do another one, man. So we talk on email quite a bit. So especially lately. So we got to hook up and do one.
Yes, he's got a great channel, and he talks a lot about the news. Yeah,
him and Wolverine are where you want to be if you want to know what's going on with the Mint, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure there are others, but as far as the Mint stuff, those guys are friggin' on it. So, it's useful information, y'all. And he's got a hell of a radio voice. He's got that smooth early morning coffee drinking voice.
Yes, he does. He's got a great voice. What are the possibilities? It's good to see you, an Emerald Coast stacker. Silver Wolverine, yeah, right. Wow. And just to give a disclaimer, everybody will probably be hearing this story for the next year to come. So sorry, not sorry, but we're going to hear about this a lot.
Okay, so I'm going to punish Nickel here a little bit.
Joseph.
Because he doesn't keep the J-Los in the house. He doesn't keep his chat on as much as we all like. So we're going to ask you that question, but we're going to make him wait. So that's his punishment for not having the chat on. So he's being spanked a little bit and putting time out, although he's getting better. And he did a good one on I'll Be Your Huckleberry, a great update. I didn't comment on it because I was driving to work this morning, but if y'all want to know what's going on with I'll Be, because I think a lot of us do, go check out Nickel's video on that.
Oh, don't check out Nickel's video on Roger Clemens because it stinks.
Ouch.
Because Roger Clemens stinks. And
Ouch.
He's a traitor. So I just wouldn't suggest the Roger Clemens.
Why do you pick on me? He says. I think he's talking to both of us now.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us how you started, like, really how long have you been doing this, first of all? Like, when did you start?
in 2020. You know, when
Okay,
everything
because
was inside and we didn't have much to do, that's all I did was coins.
God, I feel like I've seen you because you know obviously I have a first channel that never really did much, and I looking back I see why. But I've been watching YouTube for years, and I feel like I've seen you around so much longer than that. But you know,
No,
you get old and time just changes.
it goes by fast as you get older.
It's pretty scary because you have less of it. You know. What's up,
Oh,
Dolly? How you doing?
hi, dolls. Good to see you.
All right, so do you stack primarily coins, bullion, both? Like, what's your thing?
Well, I love coins, but then I love to stack, silver and gold.
I like that. I can't fault you for that. Oh, old silver and cigars. I enjoy your first channel. Yeah, it was terrible video quality, and I was nervous on camera. It was pretty obvious to see. It's funny how things
Yeah,
change. Have
that's
you ever
never
got
been
back
my
and?
problem. I'm not a nervous person.
Well, you're kind of a natural. It took me a while
Maybe I need to be a little bit more.
I've told this story in the past, and I'll tell it one more time really quickly. The first live stream I ever appeared on was last Christmas, and it happened to be on Sal's channel. And
Oh,
that's a big channel. I
that's
came
a
in like
big
the 43-minute
channel.
mark.
Uncle
And I'm going to
Sal.
tell you guys right now, yeah, let's explore. You got to love Sal. What's up, Eagle Steve? So here, I'm going to be honest with you. I was sweating. I was nervous.
Oh,
I was
really?
backstage. Oh, God. I pulled the plug literally on the camera. I was like, technical difficulties, blah, blah. And I told myself, I said, look, you're going to man up and you're going to do this. And let's rock and roll, baby. What's up, Niels? And I did. And I went back in. And after that, I was like, put me on with Mr. Beast. I got this. So it's just funny how comfort levels change, and you can totally hear that when someone's doing their thing over time. I always think I always like to go back and watch people's first videos.
Hi,
I
Eagle
just think it's
Steve.
interesting.
Yeah, I kind of stunk too in the beginning, but I don't do content. Content, I'm not good at it. I mean, it would take me 2 or 3 days just to get through something and through starting over because it never would be perfect enough for me to even. So I always said, live is just easier for me. Yeah, just recording myself and then trying to think, oh, let's start over. So it would never get published.
Well, you have a lot of people that go back and watch your live streams after the fact, I think.
I do, so I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
You're very blessed for that because despite what some people think, that is actually how you get your watch hours from live streams. You do not get them while people are watching. There's dispute about that, but I've checked with Google. I've looked at my analytics. That's 100% the case. Anyway, moving on. So you're fortunate to have people go back and watch your live, and I go back and watch yours after they post because I enjoy them. What's up, Beto?
Thank you. But I'm very grateful, and we always have good guests. And we always have a great chat, and we have a lot of fun. And sometimes, well, more than not, we have some Wolverine.
Well, and you gotta love Wolverine. I mean, he eats duck eggs. I don't know about all that, but Mr. Duck Egg.
He knows I do, and I just have to tease him because he's a Lions fan.
Old Man Jenkins is in the house. Old Man Jenkins is in the house. Welcome in, brother Jack. How you doing?
Jack Gilman, good to see you.
All right, now let's get to the meat of what we really want to talk about because this is kind of what got you and me talking in the first place. I forget what live stream it was in, but we were in the chat. You remember?
I think it was Nichols live stream.
It might have been Nichols. We are live. So. That's my Nickel impression. What's up, Homestead? Welcome in. So I'm a huge believer. I'm not one of those guys that thinks, silver to the moon, gold to the moon. I think they're going to do well over time. I'm not a pumper like that. My love is physical assets, but at the end of the day, I'm never going to get wealthy enough for me stacking alone. So I'm always looking for other ways to make profits and turn into physical assets. And I think you're kind of the same. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
And you're a huge fan of drip stocks. And for anyone who doesn't know what that means, that's a dividend reinvestment plan. That's what it stands for. So the dividends get reinvested into that stock. So do you want to touch on that at all? Because I hold stocks. I hold mining stocks, oil stocks, certain medical stocks that I don't believe in, but over time they've done very well for me because I need to turn more profit for more metal. So you want to touch on that?
One that I don't have is the mining stocks. I have not, really done my research like I should, and I have started watching some, but I would like to learn more about those. Drip
So,
stock.
some of them, I'm sorry to cut you off. Some of them are crap. Some of the ones that people push on here are crap. I've had them. I don't recommend them. So I've had some do really well. You don't hear a lot about. So if you ever want to talk about that, just you know how to get a hold of me. So I just want to make that disclaimer because not all of them are good. I'm telling you.
My name is nobody. So I don't remember who told me this, but somebody had told me that wouldn't you like to make money while you're sleeping? And that's how I think of drip stocks, is I'm making money while I'm sleeping.
That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah. So I started investing in oil stocks, and they've done very well. And I think they will continue to do well.
I agree with you there.
And today I read an article where it said, let me get the article up, because I mean, it's really interesting because everybody keeps saying oil stocks, we're not going that way anymore. Well, America's going away from oil, we'll just say. The rest of the world is going to need oil. And it said today that oil is back in the United States. Oil is back. So that's what they're pushing now. So, and especially during 2020, I mean, the oil stocks, they were going about, well, I'll just use my Exxon, for example. It was about $80 a share, and it got all the way down to $30 a share.
I have Exxon as well.
Yeah. And so when our metals go down, we like that, right? I actually liked my stock going down with Exxon because when my dividends were buying more stocks.
Yep. And just like metal, what's up, Chuck? When it goes down, it's on sale. You buy more. It's just like metal, right? Like, I don't know why people have that disconnect.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why.
It's so weird. So I'm just going to come back out and come back in if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I think there's a huge disconnect. People don't view stocks and metals the same way. Like when metals drop, people love to buy them. Did you leave? Did you go out? Because there she goes. She dropped out. Okay, which you guys will see in a second. There's always that lag. And what you said about making money while you sleep, my old man before he lost his mind, Matt, welcome in. Two brothers, what's up? Gypsy, hello. One thing that my old man always told me is I want to make money while I sleep, like what Nick said, and I want to make my hourly wage 24 hours a day that I make, at the business I own. And I think that's a great goal. And I think, I understand the hardcore stackers. I understand the I don't trust the system because primarily the majority of my wealth is in physical assets. 100% not going to lie to you, but there's money to be made. There's profits to be made. What's up, JK? And I get the inherent distrust for the system. I mean, that's why we hold assets to begin with. But I think some people are missing the boat that are too far that direction. That's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor because I'm just an idiot. Nick, are you coming back in or what? Maybe I should just resend her the link. Let's do that. Hold on a second. I got to go send her the link. I think she's lost in translation. Maybe she lost the internet. I hate it when that happens. And I know it's going to happen one day on a stream. It's going to happen. It totally is. But we're going to send her this anyway. Especially lately, I've been losing internet, which sucks because it's brand new internet and I'm paying a lot for it, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Let's resend her the link. Right, meow, just in case. Boom. Okay. Maybe she'll come back. Silver Gold Stack Attack coming with a $5 super chat. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I do. And, back to the mining stock thing. Some of them are garbage. The ones some people push are garbage. Some of them are not. And what I find funny is what she was saying when certain things go down, other things go up. When my medical stocks, and I did air quotes, y'all can't see, go down, my good mining stocks go up. But you have to be very careful which ones you have because some of them are crap. And also, the way I feel about those, why wouldn't I want to support people digging crap out of the ground that I can put in my safe in the form of bullion? So there's good and there's bad. So I'm not pushing them, but I'm saying some of them are pretty damn good. Also, there are some paper copper stock. I don't have the luxury that Thule and Cigars have, where I have a lot of stores. What up, Mello? To store physical copper. I wish I did, and to get it for free, because I would never stack bullion copper, because that's a ripoff. But I play the paper markets, and you know what? Southern copper is down lately, but it's been kicking ass for me over the years. Just saying, there are options. Great crowd. It is a great crowd, two brothers. You are 100% correct. We got some heavy hitters up in here too. That's amazing. S&C sell $2. $2. Appreciate that, brother. You're a good man. I don't care what anybody says, including the wife. You're all right. Wow, Nyx is gone. I think she lost internet. That sucks because I had a lot of things to ask her. Just Stack It coming in hot with $5. All right, now how y'all gonna stack if you keep giving me all your damn money? I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. What happened to Nyx? Let me check my email. Let me go because I really wanted to ask her a lot of questions. Maybe it was my soap. Maybe she thought I smelled funny. I don't blame her for that. And I think she mentioned she might be coming over to the other place with the big green R, or thinking about it, or she's curious about it. That would be cool. So if she does that, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if she does that or not. Or she said she was curious. I don't know. If she ever pops back in here, we can talk about that. Mello, what's up, brother? Where you been? How you been? iReview's in the house. iReview. I'm not gonna say it publicly, but well done. Well done. You know what I'm saying. So get that going. I'm scared of. Why are you scared of the green R, West Texas? Why are you scared to be able to say what you want to say, my brother? Are you afraid you'll say too much? Is that what it is? Are you afraid you're going to treat it like an OnlyFans and post things you shouldn't post? Uh-oh, Nick's back. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing her back.
I am sorry.
Welcome back. Internet issue?
Oh, sorry. So where were we?
Silver Wolverine. I was just talking about how some of the mining stocks that these guys push are crap because I've had them, and some of them are really good. And I think it's a noble, not noble, but I have no problem supporting companies that have good profitability, that pull stuff out of the ground that I can put in the form of bullion into my safe. I think that could be a win, but a lot of them are crap. And when my quote unquote medical stocks, Ringmaster Ray, what's up? Southeast in the house. Go check them out. When my medical stocks, air quotes, go down, my good mining and copper stocks, that's hard to say copper stock without saying copper stop, they tend to go up conversely. So I find that interesting. Usually, not always. And then Mello, he's Mr. Crypto. He's got me buying crypto too. So we better get rich, Mello. I'm not a huge fan of crypto, but you know what? I got my hand in a little bit of everything because something's going to hit. You just got to figure out what that is.
So if you don't mind me asking, what do you have for crypto?
Well, he's got me turned on to XRP. Right now, all I have is, this is kind of a short topic. I have some Shibu in my Webull account. I can't get into because when I tried to reset my password with a new computer, I can't get a hold of anybody. So I don't even know how much I got in there. It kind of irritates me. But Mello's got me on the XRP train. But what I do every time I buy stock in my brokerage account, I take what's left and I throw it into some Bitcoin. I round it up. Something's going to hit someday. I'm going to be rich one day, damn it. I hope. But what is rich? That's also such a relative term. I mean, people think $1 million is a lot of money. It's not. It's not.
No,
I don't even have that. So, I mean, does anybody know off the top of their head, not you, Nickel, because you're a math genius, how many and $1,000 bills did exist? How many $1,000 bills are in a million? What's up, Silverchair? How many? There's 1,000 thousands in a million. That's not much. Think about that. How quickly do we go through $1,000? Pretty cool, pretty fast. Paying bills, buying gas, buying food. So there's 1,000 thousands in a million, 1,000 millions in a billion, 1,000 billions in a trillion. It's not that much money.
No,
so rich is a very relative term.
It doesn't go very far nowadays.
Absolutely not, unless you're making it work for you and make interest, in my opinion.
Stacking Surfer?
What's up, Surfer? All right, so where were you? Because you got cut off when your internet.
I don't know what's going on. It's just happened in the past couple streams. I don't know if it's Chrome or if it's my laptop, but I have a new laptop going to be delivered this Wednesday. So I think it's time for new. I have it's not an old Mac, but it's probably time for an upgraded, which I did purchase. And that's coming Wednesday. So
very cool. I actually just bought my first laptop a couple months ago because I'm taking a
oh,
vacation coming up, and it
I
will allow
love
me
that.
to. It will allow me to, because I use a real camera. I don't use a phone. I'm not a phone guy. So it will allow me to store footage from the camera on the road
Mhm.
to the thumb drive on the laptop, which I will drop when I get back, so I don't get robbed. Even though I have a home security system, I'm not going to advertise. Hey, I'm not home for a week. That would just be stupid.
Oh no, and I mean, how many people on social media do advertise that they're not at home?
A lot of them, they're idiots.
Yeah,
They don't think
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
And it's funny because today driving, I realized, people have told me my whole life. It's funny that I said idiot because people are like, oh my God, man, like in my personal life, you're really smart, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm not. And I realized today watching people attempt to drive in the rain and people at work that couldn't make things work during, hours of slow sales after I left last night. I was thinking to myself, it's not that I'm smart or intelligent, I'm average. But I live in a world of seemingly below average people, and it frustrates me to no end.
I know. It's like they have no common sense.
None. And it's like they don't want to put forth the effort to put themselves in check to have that because they have the ability, they just choose not to use it.
Yeah, I get frustrated a lot.
Nickel. He has a security system when he turns it on. I did forget to turn it on when I left the house the other day. I was like, wow, that was stupid.
Yeah, we just put one in, so I'm trying to get used to putting it on and off, and then when you go to bed, it's a different button. But then, I have a 19-year-old daughter that comes and goes too, so it's trying to get us all in sync to do it. So, but we have been. I live in a place where you really have to try to find my house. I mean, it's not going to be an easy find. We're still not on Google Maps, thank God.
I'm not sure how I feel about your dishonesty about a 19-year-old daughter. If you're 25 yourself, I'm not sure how that pencils out, but whatever, we'll go with it.
You are my new favorite, but yeah, big 45. I have a big birthday coming up in January because then I'll be. Oh, I don't even want to think about that because I might have to start drinking. I don't drink now, so.
I'm sipping on a vodka soda. I'm not going to lie, but I just got home from work, and
Well,
if I don't decompress, it can be bad for other people's health.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, I'm more of a I'm going to go running type to or turn right when you see the moose. No kidding. That's true. We do have a lot of moose, and that's not a lie. Matter of fact, we saw some moose tracks in our yard. It's like National Geographic in my yard, anyways. So I got socks as old as you. Gosh, I feel old.
That's funny. Silver Cigars called me a simp because he knows I love that word. And then Craig wants to know if you're a Capricorn.
No.
I think that's what he said. The chat's moving.
I think it's Aquarius. I think I'm on the cusp. I'm a January 20th. So I always say that they have a parade on my birthday every 4 years.
Huh.
Inauguration day. So I just say it's my parade.
Huh. Interesting. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat. It's different in YouTube than it is in StreamYard. It's very annoying.
Oh, it is.
Everything's different.
I just have I don't need to upset the laptop situation, so I'm not going to pull up the YouTube this time.
All right. Beto wants to know. Nickel brought up earlier. Beto wants to know where your sister is. Nickel wants me to ask you about your sister. Tell me about your sister because I don't know the joke.
Okay. Well, Nickel wants to meet my sister, or at least have her come on a stream with me. I have a sister, and my birthday's January 20th. Hers is February 20th. That's funny, but she's 2 years younger than I am, and she's just the pretty one in the family.
More lies. Okay.
No, I'm telling you, I promise. She still has, yes, my hair is colored, but she still has her dark hair, and she's a lot darker than I am too. So she's got
but I mean, and no offense, but I mean, you're a smoke show. I mean, you have to know that. Like, you're a very good looking woman. So,
oh well, thank you.
What do you mean by she's the pretty one? I mean, that just I don't buy it. I mean, she might be, but
I'm telling you, she's just always been the pretty one.
Wow.
No, I'm not kidding. Yeah, and I'm the smart one, and she's the pretty one.
Oh, my prettier sister's dumb. I see where we're going here.
No,
Orlando Prepper, what's up, brother?
No, I do think she is the prettier sister. Matter of fact,
That's
when we were
funny.
younger, people used to think we looked like twins, and then we got older. So my
Okay,
sister.
you guys see what she just did there? She said people thought they were twins. She called her
We
sister
did.
pretty.
When we were
So
young-
now
when we were little.
she's calling herself pretty, but she also said her sister's the dumb one. So she's calling herself the equally pretty but smart. I see what you're up to, Nick.
Well, I can tell you this: my sister has no athletic bone in her body. She can't cook, and then she'll probably be watching later.
She's out.
So I
she's
don't
out.
mind.
She's
And
out. I gotta eat. She's out.
and she knows that I'm smarter. So
Wow, I gotta see this stream. I need to hear her defend herself.
well, I don't think she won't. She lives 2 hours south from me. Of course, she's still in the state. But when I go to visit, I'm like, just go on, a stream with me when you're at my house, or if I'm down, we can just go on real quick. But negative, she's not going to do it.
Some people, I get it. I used to be scared. I mean, to put it all out there, but it's nothing. It's nothing. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm a summer chair.
Yeah, but
that's
I don't know
funny.
what my sister would talk about, except she would probably just talk about me.
Well, you could just tell her she's pretty and dumb the whole time. That'd be funny.
Yeah, she
Pretty and dumb and can't cook and has no athletic ability. You can just sit there and have fun with her.
I would get in trouble for calling her dumb. My mother would have my head.
Wow. Is your mom still around?
Oh, yes.
Very cool.
My mother.
Very cool. Very cool. So how long have you been buying drip stocks?
Oh gosh, for years. Maybe.
So you're probably rich by now?
No, I'm not rich because I started slow. It's just like my metals. You start slow. Don't go into anything heavy unless you know it's going to be making money.
Right.
So, I dabbled and I was doing well. So then I dabbled more. So, and people don't realize you can buy fractional stocks or shares. You don't have to go in, 100%. I would say start off slow. I think a buy-in for Exxon, I think you have to put at least $250 in, and then you have the option of doing 50 to however much you want to do a month.
Actually, you can buy Exxon and fractional now. It's traded fractionally as well.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. That recently changed. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Silvered Cigars, I Review. You guys are awesome. You guys are phenomenal.
I wonder why they changed it.
I don't know. But I actually just did an Exxon order not too long ago, and I did another order today because oil's looking pretty good.
What platform do you use to go buy it?
You're not going to like the answer to that question. Most people don't. I'm a simple hillbilly. I have a Weeble. I can't stand it. It's got great. I don't know how to navigate it. And it's not the best platform, but I love Robinhood. It's super easy to use.
Oh, yes. I don't like Robinhood, and it's not super easy to use. Oh,
it is for me because it's for dumb people, and I'm just a dumb old redneck.
No, I mean
it's very easy for me to use.
I mean, trying to take your money out is not so easy.
It's extremely easy. You just go to transfer, take it from your brokerage, put it to your credit union, unless you're one of those people who has a bank. I don't know what
okay, so I'm going to need to have some directions after this because
it's super easy.
Well, it may be easy, but I can't find anything within the app.
Are you a computer or a phone person? Because I prefer a computer personally.
Okay, so maybe that's what I need to do because I've been looking on my mobile app.
Yeah, the mobile app's kind of a pain in the butt. I've done it a couple times, but see, Craig, I agree with you. He uses Robinhood. He thinks it's easy. It's not. The execution they say isn't quite as fast. I don't care about that. I am going to have to, thanks to Niels, I am going to have to get a TD Ameritrade or a Charles Schwab account, which I'm against because I think they charge you like $6 per transaction. But
so I'm doing Coinbase when I do.
I have Coinbase too. I have Cash App. I don't buy stocks in there. I probably should. But Niels has got me turned on to something that looks really, really good. So I'm gonna see if I can buy that on Cash App before I get an Ameritrade account.
Yes, so I only have what is it? You can tell how much I use it. Coinbase, because I purchased a little bit of crypto, some Bitcoin, and I sold some crypto, but I did well. I only put $100 in and I walked away with $2,500.
Yeah, I did pretty well on Bitcoin about 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was about
something like
five.
that.
It was probably, well, let me see. We've been in this. It's about 4 years ago. I did that, and then I haven't done it since.
Now that's not true, Snakebite. I've seen you on my OnlyFans. I know you've downloaded at least one app in your life.
So I use computer share for my Exxon stock, and that may be the discrepancy in like the 250.
Oh, yeah, the platform.
Yes.
The brokers. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I've never even heard of that. What's it called?
Computer share, and that's where you can go, and they have great reporting, and it's so much easier to use. But again, I do think that they have an amount on individual stocks that you have to put into first before you're able to make that purchase. And I think but I had this well before Robinhood come about. Okay,
Right.
so is trading a CC Morgan 2021 for the game use flip coin? No.
I was just gonna read that to you. I'm glad you caught that.
Absolutely not. Because first and foremost, I want to say the 2021 CC Morgan is fake. It's not real because it's a privy mark. So to me, it's fake. You don't know.
I'm just waiting to see what Wolverine says.
Oh, he's going to have something to say about it, let me tell you. But I think the O and the C's are both fake in 2021.
There, Wolverine. Come tell us what you want to say about it.
And wrong. It's not wrong, because if they loved it, if the mint loved it and they weren't fake, why didn't they do them in 2023?
I'm taunting Wolverine. Let's see if he takes the bait.
Oh, he'll take the bait.
I think he might.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Oh.
Proving marks, I agree with you. Oh, that guy. I agree 100%.
He's not in the basement yet. You know you want to, Wolverine.
Wolverine, let's go.
Oh,
JK Pioneer.
You can't simp out now, brother. She's calling you.
Why not 2022? Because they didn't do the Morgan in 2022.
Oh, look at that! You're up to you gained 3 since the stream. Good. Y'all are supporting her. Don't forget to watch her though, because the sub means nothing. We don't learn anything unless we watch.
They're fake because do we have a Carson City Mint anymore? Nope. Do we have a New Orleans Mint? No.
See, I bet you right now, because Wolverine's not saying anything in the chat. I bet you right now, he's hitting the head, doing what he's got to do, pouring a beverage, whatever, getting his stuff together so he can jump on here and you guys can go at it.
Wolverine needs to stay off the caffeine.
Hi,
William E.
I got a lot to. We all do, William. We all do, brother.
But something that I have noticed that there's a lot of people in the community that have all their money tied up in precious metals, and I don't think that that's going to help them in the long run. They are fake. I reviewed. Thank you. First and foremost, it's a lot easier to buy precious metals than it is to sell precious metals. So it's good to have cash on hand too.
I agree. And don't get me wrong. I would definitely say a lot of people say, have 10% in your portfolio of precious metal. I am way heavier than 10%, and I'm comfortable with that. But I have a lot of other things going on too. Mm-hmm. I know a gentleman, God, I hope he's not watching this. Well, I don't care. I tell him this all the time. He has multiple thousands of dollars in a bank account with Bank of America, which is a horrible decision, first of all. And I make more interest on $100 at 6% than he makes on $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in a year with that horrible bank. And then when he goes to that bank to pull his money out, when he lost his ID, but he had a little paper driver's license because he lives in Oregon as well. That's what they do now. They're like, oh, we can't help you. He's like, listen, I have to pay my rent. And I tell him all the time, I said, they made you sit there for 2 hours when they're taking your money. And I said, what do you think they do with your money? You think it's in a little box with your name on it? He goes, I don't know. I go, you're right. You don't know, because it's not. I said, they take it and they create bank derivatives and they loan it out. They're giving people mortgages with your money. They're doing all kinds of things, and they're making a ton of dough off the interest, and they're not giving you jack. And then the one time you go there needing your financial institution to help you, when you have acceptable ID, they give you a 2-hour runaround and act like they're doing you a favor. That Now, if I had to pick, I'd rather have all my money in metals than in a situation like that. But that's just me. It sickens me.
Full disclaimer: I have my own personal banker.
Me too. I mean, I do have multiple bank accounts, but
mine happens to live with me. My husband's a banker.
Oh, he doesn't. I hope he doesn't work for B of A because guess who?
No, and I can explain. And just because he's in banking, and that's why he's not going to show himself on, YouTube, is because that doesn't mean we agree with all the banking principles.
Oh, sure.
But it does pay my bills. So
guess who's in the basement, and it ain't Joe Biden.
Can't imagine who.
Y'all ready? I'm going to shut my hole. What up, Wolverine? Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, if you say that name anymore, you might get banned again.
Probably. I got put in jail. I got put in jail, and I just made a Joe Biden crack. They'll demonetize this video because of that. All right, kids, the floor is yours. I'm going to sit back with my popcorn.
Okay, I want to say this before Wolverine says anything, but I think it was two brothers stacking that said that he's got 70% of his tied up in precious metals and he sleeps just fine. And to each his own. I think that's fine. I wouldn't want to have 70% tied up.
I thought he was going to say he had 20% tied up in Morgan 2021s. I was going to say great move. Joking.
You got an eye roll. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do eye rolls on your channel. Hi, Dooley. It's good to see
That's
you.
An epic thing. Constitutional Stacker, that's one epic moment that you have an eye roll on your channel.
That was pretty good.
I'm trying not to, and I didn't even think about it until I realized that I'm in mixed company. I'm in somebody else's channel. I probably should be nice.
Oh, nothing offends me.
Okay.
Let it rip, y'all. I'm hitting the mute button, and I'm as entertained as the folks in the chat. So again.
So Wolverine, I went to a coin show yesterday. It was one of the first coin shows in my area, and I couldn't believe it. There was a lot of old men that were selling their coins, and
old men. Now, hold on. Now you're going to get an eye roll. Continue.
No, that they were so expensive. I could not believe how much they were selling their coins for. And you know that they've had them forever. Most of them were graded. A lot of them, well, there was some raw too, but a lot of them were graded. But they did have one that was selling a lot of U.S. Mint products. And they were selling Morgans, 2021s. I looked for the team, and I was going to pick up.
Making a lot of money.
No, matter of fact, he wasn't selling any of them. I was going to pick up the
Smart
D.
man.
Okay, seriously.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't find any good deals. No, I left that show in a hurry because, there was a younger guy there, though, that did have a lot of good deals, but he didn't have anything I was interested in, except he had a Cy Young baseball card that was part of those baseball cards, like that were in the cigarette packs. You know what I'm talking about? So Wolverine, like when those old ones.
Yep.
And it was a good looking one too for $3,000. I probably would have picked that up if I had some just, FU money or hanging around, but I don't.
You mean in like the cigar boxes type cards?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was, I've never seen one in person before. And it was good because it was Cy Young, nevertheless. But that would have been an awesome card, and I think it would have been a good investment because those things seem to keep their value.
Nickel has a question for both of you, and I don't even have a clue. Maybe one of you will know.
So Nickel is asking, why did they make or remake Morgans and peace dollars in odd years? Well, 2021 is when they started remaking them, and that was because of the centennial or 100-year anniversary of the transition from the Morgan dollar to the peace dollar. In 2022, they were supposed to have made them, but as Nick calls it, it was the leap year.
I do call it Morgan leap year.
Because they were supposed to make them, but they had that excuse, not enough silver blanks or whatever the excuse was that the Mint made. And then the U.S. Mint director actually had to testify in front of Congress because they were asking her, why are we not making the Morgan 2022s? And she said, because they can't satisfy the demand for them. And they said, well, can we at least satisfy some demand and make a few of them? Now, that would have been great if we could have had an extremely low mintage in 2022. That would have been awesome.
I'll tell you what, I'm counting on the Mint to continue failing at their job by not pumping out certain things, because I'm making certain moves that I'm going to talk about coming up here that I didn't think I'd be making. And I'm counting on the Mint's incompetency, and I feel like I got pretty good odds, just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
son of Spam just said the Mint is hot garbage, and I agree. I don't like the Mint products that they've been.
Same.
I'm
right.
not a fan of the Mint, and I've been very vocal about that, as Silver Wolverine knows. I'm not a fan. And
I only like a few Mint products.
And I would much rather have the old Morgans. I would much, and I don't mean to offend anybody in the chat. Let me clarify my statement that yes, there were a lot of older men, but what I meant by that, no young collectors, there was no women, so and so, so that's what I meant and why I was trying to describe them. But there were some that were older than probably some of the Mint products.
Are you talking older than pre-33 gold?
Probably.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
So as far as the CC and the old privy mark on the Morgans, I get what they were trying to do because they wanted to commemorate the old Carson City and New Orleans Mint by putting the privy mark where the Mint mark would have been, but there is no more New Orleans Mint, so they can't obviously make coins there. And the Carson City Mint is no longer a government mint.
But I have said that in the past that I thought that it would be cool if they would reopen that mint just for a time to mint these Carson City. If not, at least take the press out of the Carson City Mint Museum and bring it up to Denver like they've had in the past when they've had to put that back into use.
Yeah, but they'd have to get silver. They'd have to acquire silver to do that because their restriction. They have a hard time doing that, it seems like.
Yeah, and I think we agree on that. I mean, I think it would be great if they would do that.
At least use the press. I mean, that would have been cool in itself. But if they were going to do the CC or how about just doing one that year and just do the CC? The next year, do the O. But they had 5 drop that year plus a piece. It was just too much. It was too many. They made them not special.
Right.
Just like again this year, they're not special. And I think that the sales have proven that.
The sales they made too many quantities as far as each, like for the proof this year, 400,000 was way too many. I've been saying that for a long time. And I didn't think that, I thought that they would have sold out of them by now.
I thought so too.
But I mean, 400,000. I mean, in 2021, they undershot the demand for them. In 2023, they overestimated the demand. In 2021, they underestimated. In 2023, this year, they overestimated what the demand was going to be for those coins. Although I think the economy may have something to do with it as well, though.
Yeah,
where people just can't afford as much as they used to.
And that may be true, but when it comes to the Mint products, usually people are going to have the money to be able to buy at least one or two because they're going to realize that it's going to be dropping. They're going to know when it's going to be dropping, so they may have saved for that. I think that I think people that are actually going to the Mint website, the people that are really going over there, they're probably people that would want them and would be able to afford them easier. Because
Right.
Who else is going to be wanting to go over to the Mint website except
So but as far as Mint having products that's not very appealing, I would agree. I mean, most of the stuff that they sell, I'm not a buyer of. The only ones I am a buyer of is these Morgans, basically.
Yeah, we know.
Sorry, I was just wrenching people up and dropping links. Question for both of you: Morgans or peace dollars, and why? Which do you prefer? I definitely have a preference. I'm a peace dollar kid. I don't know why. I think peace dollars are just sexy. I don't know what it is.
Which one?
I agree.
I'm a peace dollar guy. I think they're sexy.
Are you kidding? Really?
I agree with
you. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I don't own a peace dollar or a Morgan. I'm cheap. I buy the 1 ounce round replicas because I'm cheap. I am. That's my dirty secret.
Morgan. I would rather have.
I don't dislike them. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike them. But I do like the Morgan bar. I don't know.
I do think the piece just looks weird.
It gives her nightmares.
It gives me nightmares. I mean, really, it really does. Because, okay, let's just say I didn't know what was on the coin. It looks like there's spikes coming out of her head. I know what they're supposed to be, people. I do know. But I mean, literally, it looks like snakes or spikes or something coming out of her head. It's just weird.
They modeled, they replicated after one of my exes. I'm telling you, it makes sense.
See?
That woman was mean.
So if I was to show my sister, the one that's not as bright, she would be like, what the heck's coming out of her head?
That's funny. Oh, that's funny. The silver sphincters in the house. So we got the American Eagle Hoarder. We got Ohio Stacker. I guess they're both in Ohio, which I didn't know. Those guys both have good channels, too. If you guys don't know them, you should go sub them up, too. Those guys are cool.
I was in Ohio about a year ago, and I would really like to go back because you know what? They have some great coin shows and some great stores to go shop in for coins.
Just Stack It's in Ohio. Silver Cigars is in Ohio. I mean, there's an Ohio clique. Like, you guys all need to link up and support each other. And you're right. I did love that woman. I let her move in with me twice because I'm an idiot. She was hot. But she was, I swear, she was a devil. That was 2015. It's like, God, that would have been, I almost married that woman. Boy, I'd have been dead by now with a heart attack from stress. And broke, mind you.
I have to keep my mouth shut on this topic.
Ohio?
Yeah, on Ohio.
Or women.
Son of a Spam knows if he's still in here.
Knows what?
Spam. Try it. Spam. Stupid whatever his name is now.
Knows what? I thought I knew everything. SW? What?
My thoughts about Ohio.
Oh, I know. Same. I mean, I like Ohio. That doesn't mean I like the football team.
I'll tell you guys a story about Ohio, though. Seriously, I was talking to Just Stack It, and I was talking to Cigars. And when they told me what they paid for some houses out there, I go, what do you have? A shack with no walls? And they said no. And then I started looking. Okay, so out here you can't get a house for under $250. I mean, you can't even get a house for $250. Out there, I'm thinking I could buy some houses outright, and be done. It's just incredible, the cost of living difference out there. It's insane. And then I said, okay, they got to be getting you on groceries. I said, what's a pound of beef? He's like, I don't know, $2-3. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's $6 here. It's just the cost of living difference is amazing. West Virginia, Ohio, I think Michigan's probably cheaper. It's crazy.
It's crazy expensive in this area as well. I mean, I'm living in the northern Maine woods. It's expensive. Well, Maine's expensive anyway, so we pay a lot of taxes. We got high state taxes.
Oh, I live in Oregon. I mean, we're a little California. We're just like Washington and California. Like we're jacked. Where are you at, Wolverine? I don't remember.
Michigan.
Oh, okay. So what's it like out there? I mean, what's a nice 2-3 bedroom house going for out there? Something modest. Are you beating the hell out of your keyboard? He's beating his keyboard up.
Say that again. I was typing to that spammer.
Well, what's a modest 2-3 bedroom house going for out there in Michigan where you're at? Because out here it's insanity.
Yes, that's
2 or 3. So what are we talking about? About like 1,800 square feet. What?
Yeah, sure, that's a good number.
Right around 230, I would say, in a decent. I mean, we're talking about a decent area, probably about 230.
You can't get a 1-bedroom dump out here for that. Not even a rehab property, really, most likely. It's terrible. That's crazy to me. That's insane. What's up, Mr. Chevy?
Hubby came in the chat. He's our friend.
No, Chevy's cool.
I like Chevy.
What about in Maine? I mean, what's the house going for out there where you're at? You know, a 2-3 bedroom, 1,800, 2,000 square foot, whatever, just something normal.
3 bedroom, 2.5 bath. Anywhere from, I mean, it really depends on the area you're in. I'm in he's in central Maine. Huh. I'm in central Maine. About 250 and up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Trident, Son of Spam Stupid, whatever he's going by these days. Yeah, he's in Ohio too. I always forget where you're at, dude. I don't know why.
So I think Two Brothers said that he was in central Maine. I'm in central Maine. I'm in Stephen King area. So I'm in the Bangor, Maine area.
You mean because he likes that area in a lot of his movies, doesn't he?
Well, he's from Maine. I don't know. He lives in Bangor.
I didn't know that.
And his wife is from Old Town, Maine. So he tapes all his movies here in Maine. They're all, and a lot of them are based in some of the situations that he ran into. And Pet Sematary, I did a video of Pet Sematary probably about a year ago. So the Pet Sematary is probably 10 miles down the road from my house. It's not really Pet Cemetery, but nevertheless, it's Pet Cemetery.
See, look what American Eagle Hoarder just said. Dude, I pay more than that in rent. $900 a month. God.
Actually, Mr. Constitutional Stacker, I'm gonna revise my what I said. I just looked one up, and it's gonna be closer to 300,000.
Still, though, I mean, you can't get a shack here for that, honestly.
Yeah,
so that's still true. A better deal. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, and I got this guy at work, he likes to invest. He's like, "Oh, you should buy some property in Portland." I'm like, "Are you out of your mind, son?" He goes, "Oh no, you take out a loan." I'm like, "I don't think so, Scooter. Why would I do that when I can buy a house outright somewhere else and just go retire and die? Why would I do that? I'm not doing that."
I didn't say that because I was like, my sister lives in Portland,
Maine.
Yeah,
that's too bad because you said she's hot. So I was gonna say, "Hey, you got her number?" No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, she's in Portland, Maine. She's in the first Portland ever.
I actually saw something about Portland, Maine. They're having a homeless problem out there too, according to what I saw.
They are, because we are very well. Okay, so
y'all trying to catch up to us, huh?
Yes, electoral votes, and so we're a split state, and the southern part of the state is a lot more liberal. So our governor is liberal, and
so basically, stay north is what she's saying, guys.
So they have been, calling all, everybody to come in the state, and we have free healthcare. So, it's really changed our state, and I think that.
Imagine that. I got a buddy who's actually a cop out here, and he runs into a lot of those folks, and he's like, "Oh, you have Arizona ID, Idaho, Montana. What are you doing here?" They said, "Well, I get more benefits here."
Yeah,
and he likes to make him say it. He's like, "What do you mean? I don't understand." And he knows. Like, I'll get more help. And then and then one guy, he says, "Well, how'd you get here?" He goes, "Billings, Montana, bought me a bus ticket to come here. The city bought him a bus ticket to come here."
Are we hearing that though? And that's what we've had a lot. Are hearing that people are being bused to different areas, right?
Oh yeah.
Sanctuary
chick. Welcome in.
They should be bused to sanctuary cities. I mean, why not?
And do you think they'll buy me a bus ticket out of my sanctuary city? Because hey, you bust them in, bust me out. I'm good with that.
A lot of the hotels in the area too. They've turned into housing instead of hotels because they're.
Oh yeah. They got to put all these implants somewhere.
I'd really
crazy.
like to know exactly where Two Brothers is, so that because if he's got some coins.
All right, Two Brothers, drop your home address. No, I'm kidding.
Not a home address, but in that area, maybe we can meet up because I have some things that I wouldn't mind. Morse code, really. So, Wolverine, what are you doing in there?
I think he's beating on his computer because he's mad at you with your guys' little battle. I think he's taking it on the keyboard.
No, I was saying because the Ohio State has this thing that their marching band does. It's called the Script Ohio, where the band members run around like they're chickens with their heads cut off, and then they do this thing where they dot the I, so they write it out.
Cool.
Ohio.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that was created at the University of Michigan. They created that.
Please. Everything's created at the University of Michigan. We're going to hear Gatorade was created at the University of Michigan. You just wait until the end. It's going to be Gatorade's been.
Gatorade. So do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Because I think, and I might be an hour off, but I think the boys are going to be doing Monday Night Raw coming up, and I don't want to, never cross the streams if you can avoid it, even though Monday is my only day to stream because my schedule sucks. So do y'all have anything else you want to discuss?
This is your show. Do you have anything you want to discuss?
Well, no, honestly, I think there's and I don't think it's necessarily intentional, but I think there is some kind of just, the stackers don't watch the coin people and vice versa as much as we should. And I think we can all benefit from interacting with each other more and learning more. Because like I said, if I have an Eric coin in my pocket, Nick's going to know, Wolverine's going to know, Just Stack is going to know, my dumb ass is going to put it in the coin star if it's not gold or silver. So I think we can all learn a lot from each other. And I think there needs to be more
And you know
community.
what? I'm going to find it in the coin star.
And
You
me
probably
too.
will. And freaking Thule, she finds all kinds of silver in that coin star. You guys are all lucky.
I always look, but I embarrassed my daughter until the time that I found a dime in there and it was silver. But I think the numismatic crosses over to the stacking a lot easier than the stacking crosses over to the coin collecting numismatic side.
I agree. I mean, and I don't have any numismatics, but I will tell you that I find myself, if I see something that's a high premium item and I want it, I buy it now because don't ask me how much metal I have. I can tell you how much gold I have. It's not much. But if you ask me how much silver I have, my answer is thousands of ounces because that's all I can tell you. That's all I know. So I'm at the point now where if I see a high premium item and I want it, I'll buy it because I'm comfortable with my base stack.
I actually just did a poll on my channel a couple of days ago. Actually, it was Nick and I were talking about it, and I did basically what she recommended, and it was if the people who are subscribed, I guess, to my channel or whoever's seen the poll, if you are are you a stacker and a collector, or are you only a stacker or only a collector? And
I actually voted on that.
Yeah, I believe it was 67% said both a stacker and a collector.
And but there could be more value in numismatic coins that are silver than just a silver round or
absolutely.
So I mean, I feel like they're a good investment. And I just completed my Walking Liberty set not too long ago. And I love those. Those are my favorites. If you guys see me in an auction, don't bet against me because I like to win. But I love the Walking Liberties, and I'm back on these Silver Eagles now that they're a lot cheaper to get right now. But those are my two favorites.
That's starting to change a little bit too. I've noticed.
Yes, it is, and I've been stocking up on those.
I'm going to do a video kind of touching on that when I have some certain things arrive, and I'm going to use a word that's going to trigger a lot of people, but I mean what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say right now because I want people to watch the video. And I don't know if it's going to be here or on Rumble. Yes, YouTube. I just said Rumble, or both. It'll be separate videos. I'll tell you that. But I'm excited to do this. It's going to trigger some folks, but I believe in certain things. And anyway, it'll be fun. So it's funny you bring that up. And I'm not saying it's ASEs. I'm not saying it's not. But I am going to use a word that's going to trigger a lot of damn people.
Hey, this shadow banning thing is not like contagious, is it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they don't like silver cigars. Maybe it's because we're friends, but I'll tell you right now. You know how Google processes us on the 12th? They conveniently processed it late, so this will be the third month that will get nothing from Google. Interesting how they do that. They've done that to me twice now.
Maybe that's why I got kicked out. Maybe that's why I got kicked out tonight.
Maybe I'm telling you, but I'm playing nice. Biden 2024. I love Google. I'm going to tell them what they want to hear. I want to get back in their good graces because I've got some stuff coming up, and
Did you just say Biden 2024?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make them happy, okay? Anyone that knows me knows I don't mean it.
It's funny. It is funny.
Oh God, and what they do is they kind of go around and punish certain channels for a while, and then they find another group to punish. I really believe that. I know it sounds conspiratorial, but whatever. I mean, I went from thousands and thousands of views to 300, so whatever. Give me a couple months, and the seasons change, and people are watching more. It'll correct. It's just, YouTube is a stock. It goes up and down. It corrects. That's what it is. I believe that. So whatever. I love you, YouTube. I love you, Google. You are my master.
Trident says, can I call him Trident? He says Biden 2024, Dr. Jill 2028.
well, we know Joey going to make it to 28. What is he, 90,000 years old?
I was just going to say, I mean.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, not Hunter 2036.
Oh God! Lock up your children. He's even worse than Daddy.
We'll be a party, really be party in the USA, won't we?
Oh man, scary times, folks.
USA.
All I can say is I'm glad I have 28, 30 Second Amendment tools in the safe. I'm glad I've got a stack. I don't know where
you can blame me because I think I said all the trigger words on your channel today.
It's all right. I'll demonetize this video myself before they do, because they will.
I can't take him anywhere, you guys. I really cannot take Silver Wolverine anywhere. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I got to do laundry because I work seriously. When I tell people I work 7 days a week, I'm not lying. They're like, "What's your day off?" I'm like, "Are you saying that just to be an a-hole? Like, I don't get those." So I got to do laundry, and then I'm gonna pop in Monday Night Raw. Who's doing Raw tonight, gentlemen? Is it Trident? Is it B? Is it Cons? Is it Emerald? Like who's hosting it? Because I'll pop in there and give you guys all the finger as usual for a minute.
All right, take care, guys.
Thanks for coming on, Wolverine. It's been a pleasure, sir. And next, we got to stay in touch.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I like the way you think. Thank you for coming on. You're smart.
And I'd like to have you on mine as well.
I would love to do that. Mondays is pretty much my only guaranteed day. I don't have anything going on next Monday, so if you have a Monday open, let me know.
Let's do it.
Smart Silver Stacker has actually reached out to me. He wants to do something coming up, which blows me away because he's a genius. Smart Silver Stacker. The guy's got a massive friggin' channel now.
I've started watching him.
He's really good. I like him.
I like it. I really do like his channel. I've been watching some of his videos, and I don't watch videos as much as I used to be honest with you.
So he wants to do something coming up. I don't know, but as of now, I got Monday open. And I'll tell you a fun game to play with Smart Silver Stacker. Are you ready? Do you ever catch his live streams?
I haven't yet. No.
He does them a lot now, and he does solo lives, and I'll either do it via super chat or I'll do it in the chat because he reads the chat. I play this game with him. Thanks, Trident. Appreciate it. Where I love to, and I'm going to troll you a little bit coming up, Trident. Don't take it personal. It's all in fun, brother, because you know I love you. I'm all about humor like you. It ain't gonna be bad though. I love to play this game with him where I will make him laugh where he can't contain it. And I've gotten him a couple times where he's just belted out. And then other times he'll chuckle and then he'll pull it back. So if you catch him in a live, it's really fun to play that game with him. Just saying.
Okay.
It's amusing. It's amusing. Anyway, you got anything else you want to touch on next? It's been great having you. I hope you all go over and support your channel. And like I said, don't hit the subscribe button and not watch it because we don't learn, we don't benefit, we don't grow without interacting with people. And that's just a waste of time.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Keep stacking.
Bye.